How we doing? Well, here in a little bit, I'm headed over to New Jasper Station Road, where Dad is over there right now, most likely raking, and we're going to start baling here in a little bit. I need to stop up here at the shop and get some Freon to put in the New Holland. Just wanted to check with you. I think this is going to be a new video. I could be wrong, but we are way short on hay. We are in a severe drought here, as you can see the yard, and you've seen it in. You've probably seen what the grass looked like in that Kubota video I did, which I hope you really liked. Yeah, that tractor's back, and so is that mower. Our mower is back. I have not used it yet. I may this evening. I don't know. Got a lot to do. Got a lot going on. We're gonna bale some of that hay, and a little bit of it goes down the road here to someone. I've made 3 deliveries local here this morning. Just around Jamestown, 2 in Bowersville, 1 on the other side of Jamestown. And we're gonna go over there and start making hay in a little bit. But I did some numbers this morning, and on just 65 acres of I think 5 different places that we've done, we are 2,100 bales short of what we made in 2022. And I'm not gonna go off the numbers we had in 2023. And I'm just going off of second cutting, by the way. But the numbers for last year weren't too good because of the wildfire smoke. We had a bad growing season then. I mean, everything stayed green and everything like that, but going into winter, but it just nothing grew. I mean, it didn't. And we had some fields that we didn't get a second cutting on. And as a farmer, this is just a gamble you take. I mean, you have to rely on Mother Nature. Morning. How we doing? I'm heading out over to Huzzy Road and cut some hay over there. This will be a second cutting on this over here. It usually does pretty good. We usually get 3 cuttings a year off of it, so I haven't looked at it. And then from there we're going to go over to Willie's on Carpenter Road. I have glanced at the front part of it. Not much there. We'll take what we can get. So say I wasn't kidding. There is a little bit here. Yeah, I know I missed a spot right there. We'll get it on the way out. This is just a little pasture area, I guess you could call it. I would like to talk to him about taking those fence posts down, because that is the rest of our field right there. But I don't know, maybe he wants them up for a reason, but there's a little bit here. Not very many weeds in this, and gonna make some hay, and that's good. May have to up my number on my guesstimate. We may get 450, 500 out of here. This is 7 acres altogether, so we might. So I'm over here at Willie's, and this might be the worst I've seen anywhere. We've got the dried up Queen's Lace weed, which is not good for horses, and then like really no grass to even speak of. So dang it. And why am I talking slow? I don't know.
A fire this morning killed several animals and destroyed this barn. News Center 7's Xavier Hershovitz took us there live on News Center 7's Daybreak. He's in Greene County, where he learned this barn had been in the family for generations.
We just happened to look out and big blaze.
This is not the way anyone wants to wake up. Mac and Jeff McDaniel watched as their family barn went up in flames.
I ran down here in shorts. Tried to save animals. It was too late.
Most of the animals were able to escape, but 2 donkeys, a cow, and a calf died in the fire. As if that wasn't hard enough, this barn had been in their family for more than 100 years.
It's a big loss. I think of my grandpa, my late uncle, and all the time, we spent, me as a little boy putting hay up in this barn, and yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
Firefighters got the call just before 4 this morning from someone driving by, and when they got here,
Some of the roof had already collapsed in.
with the fire so strong, Jasper Township Chief Doug McDaniel made the decision to call in other departments, trying to save a barn he knows personally. He's Mac's nephew.
When I was younger, in grade school, high school, we baled hay. We put hay up in that barn and stuff, so yeah, it's a little personal.
The daylight shows how little is left of the family's historic barn, but the McDaniel family is resilient.
Just pray for us. I mean, it's a big loss emotionally, and that's going to be one of the worst parts, is just getting over this, and we'll rebuild. Good morning. So I have some sad news for y'all. And it all started at 3:40 in the morning, for me anyway, on the morning of December 6th. A strange phone call that I didn't recognize. Didn't answer it. Looked out front and seen flashing lights at the end of the driveway. And it was a deputy sheriff. I come to the front door, and before I could even open the door, I heard popping and cracking of a fire, like when you have really dry wood in a fire, bonfire, whatever. That's what I heard, and that sound's still in my head. We'll get to that. So ran outside, looked to my right, and our barn is gone. So a fire that destroyed our barn early that morning. We had Penny, who had just had a newborn calf. We had her inside, had a heat lamp on her till midnight. I had come down here at midnight Thursday night and turned the heat lamp off, but left the overhead lights on, and we were awakened to a fire. And this is what is left. I think we had 5 or 6 fire departments here. Of course, the lead chief was my cousin, Doug McDaniel, the chief of New Jasper Fire Department. Those are the beams that are left. I'm trying to find somebody that might be interested in those. But they brought in an excavator while the fire was ongoing. There's about 200 bales of hay upstairs. You can see some of it in there, and sifted through the fire as they were hosing it down, but she's gone. Our old 162-year-old barn is gone. The cattle were bedded down on this side over here, which is amazing because they got out. But we lost Penny, her new calf, and Hopi and Fancy, our 2 donkeys who were pinned up right in here. It was cold that night. It was 13 degrees. I ran down here and nothing but shorts on, and there was nothing I could do. Fire department was actually showing up. It was called in at about 3:30 or something that morning. Penny and her calf would have been right in here in the stall that was up against this wall. I have cleaned up a bunch of this, and I mean a bunch. Still got this right in there. As gross as it sounds, I found my other donkey. Not sure which one it was because they're unrecognizable, but they are buried out there. The cattle at that time could have gotten out all morning long. They were back there where I feed them round bales, and got to thank my cousin Chad, Charles from down the road, Kirkendall, and Randy Brown. They helped me set up that temporary fence over there. And yeah, Rex, we hear you. To keep the cattle in, so that's all temporary. Lost the 4-wheeler, you might see it over in there. Just a lot of sheet metal. That wall's got to come down, but all 14 of the cattle were bedded down right in, well, that block wall separating the 2 sides would have been right here. All the cattle when I was down here at midnight were right in, this general area, bedded down. Most of them right back here. So for them to get out, because that door there was closed. That I had a 6-foot door. If you remember, I built a wall there. That was a 6-foot slider. That was closed. The only way out was back here. So they had to know early on that something was going on, and they miraculously made it out there and went out there. It's covered by sheet metal right now from the roof that was overhead, but that other 6-foot doorway is there and goes out there. That right now is their shelter. Thank God the fire department was able to save we call it the corn crib area. That wall's got to come down. That wall's got to be coming down. This sheet metal's coming out of here. I've been throwing sheet metal on the wagons, more beams, polished sheet metal. All those rocks, they are called flagstones. We are saving those. That's what the pallets are for. Blaze has been working on that. a little bit. Some of those rocks are heavy, but we're going to save those. That barn bank's coming down. We will rebuild. We will rebuild, no doubt about it. And that was a 2-wheel dolly. And it's neat. I'm finding some things were savable in here. One that I was super happy about, and it was in a closet with all our other hand tools, is those post hole diggers. Those were my grandpa's. I went and got new handles. The handles were burnt out of them. But as you can see, the fire tried to creep over here. Remember, there was a camera right there, which is another strange thing that I'll get to, is that we don't know what went on with the cameras. You can't quite see it because it's dark, but fire creeped up along there also. I hear cattle in here. I probably need to get them water. Yeah, this is their hangout now. Y'all need some water, don't you? I'll get right on that. Sorry. I'm getting some water. Hi, ladies. They all made it out unscathed. We have had one calf since the fire. We had it 2 days ago. Mia had a calf. They're fine. Let me get some water run over there. Our hydrant over there does work. We had to run some electric. Now our electric's going to be right here. Cause a fire. Only thing we can figure is electrical. Don't know. I mean, you got an old barn like that that's super dry. And I don't know. That's just what anybody is coming up with. State Farm insurance that we have everything insured through has been super good. Oh, and by the way, we lost no equipment. If we had to make hay tomorrow, we could. We lost no equipment. My black truck, though, burned up, gone. I will show you the replacement here in a minute. That's it. Let me get this water hooked up and get them some water, and I'll get back to showing you some more. So plastic melted off these doors. It's now in the dumpster. Thank you, Colin Sparks, for bringing the dumpster. I called him that Friday. I thought it would show up Monday. Showed up that next Saturday morning, real early. I wasn't even down here yet. That wall's got to come down also. Get this light turned out. We don't need that on right now. Farm wall was sitting here. I didn't know how bad the fire was going to get, so I jumped on her, tried and started her. It was cold that night. Battery's down. Pulled Dad's truck around here thinking, you know, well, I'll pull it out of the barn. Chains were froze inside of a bucket. It was, by then the heat was too bad. But yeah, I lost my black truck. It was sitting next to the barn because I was jumping in and out of it, checking on Penny having the calf. So I was getting in and out of it for warmth. Like I said, it was cold that night, and that was the only reason why my truck was parked here. Nothing got over this way. Again, I didn't know how it was going to get, so tractors were cold as could be. Did not want to start. I started up all the tractors and got them out of here. Hydraulic brakes do not work real good when the tractor's not warm, when the flood's not warm. This is our replacement for the black truck. This is a 2015, where the black one was a 16. Melanie Alan Besco took care of us. This truck was sitting on the lot. I had actually been eyeballing it. Yeah, I've even got some mud on it already. This is going to be our farm truck. It's Z71 2500 HD. Has the same engine in it as the other one had, except this one does run better. I don't know why. This one runs better. Just this one's a crew cab. The other one was a double cab. Just super nice. This one's loaded. Heated seats. It has everything. Leather. One thing I do like about this, and I'm most likely I don't haul people. This isn't a family truck, but it's got this storage tray under the seats. I don't know if that's a Z71 thing or not, but that's going to come in real useful for me. Had to go get a toolbox. Found that on Marketplace over near Cedarville. Went and picked that up. We also have to put a gooseneck hitch in. This one does not have one. I really like those wheels. I'm going to do my best to keep those clean. Just a really nice truck, nicer than what I need, but it's gonna do what we need. The farm wall is fine. Nothing even melted on it, so nothing like that. And the thing is, with my truck sitting, I'll show you about where it was sitting. And I'm gonna have Alec put some pictures on this video for you. Or if you have me on Facebook, you'll see them. The truck was sitting right here, and the fire, if it started in Penny's stall, was over there. We have a picture from a camera from a guy out his back door over on St. John that it looks like an explosion. Doug explained it like a backdraft thing. When a fire gets a bunch of oxygen, it, you know, just takes off and goes. Some things that we salvaged also. Post hole driver. I don't know if you remember in some of the videos, you might have seen this horse sign. That used to be an old weather vane. I even found that piece that goes with it. A chain, a ball. This was actually in the back of the four-wheeler. That's what I used for moving trailers. A horseshoe that still has nails in it. That, I don't know where it was in the barn, but at some point it had been used, and I guarantee it wasn't just laying around on the floor. These here were in my toolbox. Pipe wrenches, a little bit of oil, and they'll be fine. So this is my 4th load of the sheet metal that I've taken in here to Xenia, and he's unloading it now. I've just been bringing it in on hay wagons because my dump wagon, well, the cylinder I had for it burnt up in the fire, and it was in the back of my truck. So it'd be nice just to put it in that dump wagon, come in here and dump it, but wow, that's a bunch. Anyway, been bringing it in on hay wagons, throw some straps over it, bring it in here. This is my 4th load. I've had 3 on hay wagons and 1 on the dump trailer that they just had to unload for me. And the hay wagons go down the road better. The dump wagon seems to, whatever you want to call that, where it swerves back and forth, whatever, just because it's a short wagon. But yeah, he's getting all this stuff off. I may have to get the little stuff off, but it's kind of neat. You can just unhook it and pull away from it, and when he blows the horn, go back and hook up again. So, but with that claw, I don't think he's gonna get the little stuff. We will see how good he is, I guess. And they're real good about not hurting the bed of the wagon, so that one almost needs replaced anyway. So just thought I'd show you that. And been getting averaging about 1,000 pounds a load, something like that. So not bad at all. I may have to get that for him. Okay, I don't think he can see it. All right, that's it. Okay, so I said something about this book the other day that was made up for his family members. Pretty nice. Let's see, Mindy, Angie, Andy, Stacy, Amber, Ashley, and Tina. That'd be my Aunt Tina. Nice. Just all kind of pictures, kids, and things, memories. Lots of memories here. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. They did a great job on this. Just, yeah, we'll never have that again. To build something like that back to, you're probably looking at over $200,000, we were told yesterday. Did meet with a builder. We do have some things getting started, so waiting on a quote we'll get from him next week and see what we can do. This years ago was my grandparents' farm. Back when they had it, you got cattle out back here. You can see that. My grandma's huge garden. Right now we have that barn built out back here. Just really nice. My grandpa had a fence there that I painted several times as a kid during the summer school break. A little bit of equipment sitting out here. At that time he farmed about 110 acres, and then these are just blank pages, but really nice book put together, really nice. Y'all did a great job, and this is all we have. I mean, this is great, really nice. Thank you.